Providing legal aid to those who need it but can't afford it. That's what the Community Legal Aid Society of Delaware is all about. And here to talk about that is Dan Atkins, who is the executive director. I gave a mini Reader's Digest explanation. Do you want to expound on that?
Sure. We are a law firm, a nonprofit law firm that serves vulnerable people in the state of Delaware. That is people who are poor, people with disabilities, people who are elderly, people who really can't afford to access our justice system in other ways.
Now you're taking on the Delaware prison system right now. Explain why.
Yeah, part of our responsibility is to protect individuals with disabilities throughout the state, no matter where they're living, whether it's in an institution or in the community. And we learned of individuals who were being kept in solitary confinement and were being let out for basically 1 hour a day, only 3 days a week, and weren't being provided adequate mental health treatment. Now, these are individuals who are going to be out on the streets someday soon. And the question we have as a society is, how are we going to treat them while they're in prison? Do we want to torture them, or should we treat them? In what way will they be better? Will we be better served? And we believe that it is cruel and unusual punishment to lock people up, not let them out, and to not provide treatment when they have serious mental illnesses.
And it's your understanding this is happening specifically because of their disabilities?
Yeah, these are people, either they've gone into solitary with a serious mental illness and they're made worse because of the failure to provide appropriate treatment, or the conditions of confinement can lead to serious mental illness. Imagine being locked in an 8x11 cell, 24/7, 4 days a week, not let out, not have any other human contact, meals delivered through a slot, no human contact.
Are they there because they have done something to earn their way there, because they did something against someone else? Because that's how you get into solitary confinement. Or are they there for their protection from the general population?
Yeah, it's a great question. It can be either. Some of them are there because they've done something in the general population that warrants them being separated. Others can be there for their own protection because they might be vulnerable individuals.
Does it matter to you?
No, it doesn't.
Well, if they do something to warrant, if anybody else would have been sent to confinement, then aren't they just abiding by the rules at that point?
Yeah, we don't oppose necessarily. We're not looking to end solitary confinement. We believe that there needs to be some minimally adequate standards that are provided to people in solitary, right? I mean, you could put someone in solitary and you could chain them to the walls for 24/7. We as a civil society would agree that that's not appropriate. So it's really just a matter of, well, what kind of care are they going to be entitled to? What kind of privileges will they be entitled to? Are they going to at least get out for an hour a day? Are they going to be able to have some contact with other individuals? There could be provided contact with other individuals on the unit in a safe way that they won't pose a threat to staff or other individuals.
It sounds like you're already negotiating. Is this being negotiated?
Yeah, we've been talking to the state for over a year now about this, and I think they're receptive to many of our arguments, but like everything, a lot else, comes down to money, and these changes that we're requesting may cost some money to the state, and the state is saying they don't have it. So we may have to have a federal judge decide whether what they're doing is constitutionally adequate.
It'll also cost to defend yourself against a lawsuit, so I guess you have to weigh how much is going to cost more. It's a shame it comes down to that, but I guess it does.
That's exactly what the commissioner of the prison said. That's his exact quote. He doesn't want to see it go to that point. He'd love to talk, and we're going to continue to talk. We always have an open ear, and he's a reasonable man, and we're hopeful.
If someone wants to donate, how do they get hold of it? I know you have an office in every county in Delaware.
We do. We have an office in every county. The easiest way for them to contribute is to go onto our website, which is www.declasi.org, and there's a donate button there. We'd appreciate the support.
Dan, thanks so much.
Thanks so much,
I
Larry,
really
for
appreciate you being here. Dan Atkins, who is the Executive Director of Community Legal Aid Society of Delaware. Coming up next, we're going to talk about wildlife in the state of Delaware when the Delaware Way continues.